What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of slabs that I just picked up. Now, when I got these slabs, I kind of went a little degenerate. So let me show you just a couple here. So I got this Josh Allen, really nice, Gem Mint 10. It's one of my favorites of him. And I also got this new guy, Young Hansen, and he should be pretty big, up and coming. Now I got a lot of these slabs from the PSA Vault, so there's a nice Shohei for you right there. Now, even though it's the PSA Vault, they do offer the Beckett's as well. Also, they offer some of the other ones that I'll show you here in just a moment. But these are some of the bigger cards. Like I got this Cam Reddish. It's out of 20 right there. So, and then one of my favorite cards that we're about to see is the Swoosh, the Spencer Rattler, out of 10. Auto and patch card. So it's a rookie patch auto. So that's pretty nice. But anyways, so, started off buying some baseball here. Then I was like, you know what? I really like football. So then I bought some football. And as you can see, the stack is much larger. But then I was like, well, I like basketball too. And so as you can see, the basketball tower, is what I call it, is way larger than anything else I got. So let's just take a look here at some of these. So we got Julio Rodriguez, Ricky Henderson. That's a nice card. That's Derek Jeter. I'm not going to be narrating on all these, so let me just go ahead and let you just enjoy this here. And what you'll notice is that there's a nice little mix. Not really a whole lot of PSA 10s, but paid about like $2,400 for everything here. So there's about like 100 slabs, give or take. And you can do this yourself as well on their daily auctions. Now, hopefully you're not like me and you go all out on it. Because that's kind of where I ended up. I ended up just bidding on a bunch of these cards and won. And at the end of the day, I was like, well, lesson learned. But, I ended up paying the price that I did. Now, one cool thing about this, too, is that if you end up buying more than one card, then it converts from $6. Oh, and look at that Joe Milton, by the way. That's a nice card. Becomes, instead of $6 for shipping per card, it's $1 per card. So for every card that you get, you just pay $1 extra and then it's shipped out. It's kind of nice that way because you can buy kind of like a lot of those. That's one of my favorite cards also right there. And then you can go ahead and kind of pick and choose what you want. Now, keep in mind, if you're looking for some bigger cards, then you are going to pay the price. Anybody can bid on these. And if you're like me, you've been doing it for a while. So, there's people out there that are definitely looking to take advantage of this. Look at that. That's an uncirculated Gem Mint 10 of John Colida. And then the CJ Stroud patch card, but it's PSA 9. That's really hard to get, at least from PSA. Anyways, I'll let you enjoy this here, and then we'll get back to it on the basketball. And real quick, what I will say, you know, if you're looking for somebody specific, definitely check out what they have and kind of search for it. All these cards that you're seeing, by the way, are going to be available on my live streams on Whatnot. So, you know, there's a link below. If you haven't already, then please, you know, feel free to use my code and you get $10 off your first couple purchases there. That's a really nice Will Levis. And then, yeah, you know, it's another way that you can kind of buy cards, make it affordable for yourself. And, you know, I just really like the hobby, personally. So, you know, I got started with a couple cards, now I got thousands. And I just can't believe how far I've come with all the cards that I have. But we're about to move on to the NBA stack. So let's see who we got here first. One of my favorites, Zach Edey. We got SGA. He's killing it right now. He probably will be, at least this year. Harrison Ingram. Not a big name, but, you know, he's a rookie. He should come up. So that's why I bought him, even though it's a PSA 6. You know, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason for that. I checked the card and it seems to be good. You know, some of these cards, I don't know if they piss somebody off or what, but they're not getting the love that they deserve because they are still really, really nice cards. Now you're going to see I have, you know, some big names like Stephon Castle, rookie, and I have some old school ones too. Rob Dillingham, he's doing well. There's an old one. Shaq, 1992. It's a PSA 7 though. And Joakim Noah, Gem Mint 9, but the auto's a 10. That's a really nice card. Love that one a lot. Another Rob Dillingham. And pretty much I just buy players that I like. It just so happens that other people like them too, so it kind of works out. We'll also be switching over to Tag, and I'll be partnering with them as well. And there's a big one right there, Cooper Flag, and that's a short print. Got a couple of those actually. But you know, Tag has been kind of up and coming. Really like the look of the slab, but also the fact that they're very transparent with the way that they're grading. So it makes it really nice because then you can kind of see why your card is graded at like a 9 or an 8 and analyze it a little bit deeper. But I will be offering that as well. So if you buy a card from me and you want to get it graded, then, you know, you'll be able to do so and you'll pay one flat rate through me, and then you'll get your card basically in a slab, but I'll do all the legwork for you. There's an old one. There's Harold Miner rookie card. There's a Michael Jordan. Couldn't tell why that was a 5, but you know. There's another Michael Jordan, Mysterious 6. That one definitely looked better than a 6, but you know, I'm not the professional here. Dyson Daniels, good player. Another Shaq. Oh, that's a nice one. The anti or anti-LeBron James card. Bunch of rookies in this set, which is really cool. Yet another Rob Dillingham. Probably got 3 or 4 of those now. Terrence Shannon. Miles Bridges. I actually have 2 of these. So here's the second one. Nice cards. Really like him a lot. Not a lot of people like him, but you know, he's doing great. There's a Kevin Porter Jr. And then I also have the red Prism variation of that same card, graded. There's another Shaq, all those from 1992. A Wemby, Blue Prism. There's the other Cooper flag, short print. Scoot Henderson, who's playing really well right now. That's a beautiful card. Another Stephon Castle. David Robinson, old school, from the 90s. Devin Carter, rookie card. Reed Shepherd. And if you're still with us here to this point, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You know, it helps support the stream. And ooh, look at that Montes Buzelis, one of my favorite players for the Bulls right now. And you know, it keeps us going, keeps us doing this. You know, I'm a one-man show, but you know, I love this hobby, love to kind of share it with all of you, and you know, get more people involved. You know, the more the merrier, right? So we'll move on here. SGC, that's a rookie SGA right there. We got a Dulan Vevicek, and we got a Zion Williams. And actually, I like the SGC slabs better than I like the PSA. And that's just personal opinion. They look better, they feel better. Another Kevin Porter Jr. And then finally, you know, like I was talking about, you know, I do have a couple Beckett's, so let's take a look at these. It's Bo Diaz for the Reds, OG. Got an old school Hakeem Olajuwon. Another Cam Reddish. We got a Trevor Haver. And then finally, an OG Anunoby rookie card. But, you know, honestly, if I had to pick one, you know, I like them all, right? But my favorite would have to be the Spencer Rattler. Now, he's young, and I think he will come back. But again, it's out of 10, so I'm just going to hold on to this card. I think he's going to do great things in the future. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and follow for more, and I'll see you guys later.